Multitude is a fully regulated growth platform for financial technology. Its story started 17 years ago in 2005 when there were no banks that supported the financial needs of modern customers. The idea was and still is to provide digital, fast, and simple monetary solutions to anyone, anywhere, and anytime. Multitude stands for the total variety of our businesses, different group units each focusing on a specific customer segment. It is home to over 700 employees, 42 different nationalities in 19 countries worldwide. Today we'll be sitting down with Kornel Kabele, Chief Technology Officer for Multitude IT Labs, our tech hub. The department employs over 200 IT professionals and is situated under the roofs of a national monument building in the heart of Bratislava, the capital city of Slovakia. With an aim to revolutionize banking and a mission to provide the best, fastest, and most user-friendly lending and banking services available with personalized customer service 24/7.
So, Kornel, Multitude's vision is to become the most valued financial ecosystem. You are the technical lead of the company. Please tell us, what does this mean to you? Can you just describe it from your point of view?
Okay, Nati. So when we ask customers what they demand from modern financial services, it's usually flexibility, reliability, and having choices. What we need to excel at to provide this to the customers is we need to be great at integrations, because ecosystem means multiple things integrated together. And we, of course, have to be great at API management, which enables also third party to connect to other services. And we have to excel as well in reliability. There is no one size fits all. There are many types of customers demanding different things. We want to be the best choice for customers, from the consumers, retail consumers, to the up to the businesses. And what it means most valuable for whom? To me, how I understand it is, we want to be most valuable for all stakeholders, meaning not only the customers, of course, but also the shareholders, investors, and also employees. So we want to create also internally the best environment for our talents.
So, Kornel, it's great to hear that you have this strong customer focus. Now, maybe you could tell us, how does Multitude IT Labs support this vision of Multitude to become the most valued financial ecosystem with the great technologies that we have in-house?
During last 5 years, we have modernized heavily our architecture landscape. We have replaced completely the front ends. Currently, we use Angular technology on the front end side and native mobile applications for iOS and Android, communicating with completely and radically changed the backend part, using modern cloud native technologies, although we run them on premise. But we are using Kubernetes, Kafka for communicating, RabbitMQ. We have over 400 microservices communicating with each other. We have also changed the name of the global IT services of our largest IT hub to Multitude IT Labs. And this is the purpose is to emphasize that providing services to customers or IT services is not enough. We need to focus on innovations. Our IT teams work closely together with the business. It's now called BizOps. We called it cross-functional teams when we started.
Okay, so how long has it been since you implemented the cross-functional teams, and what did you maybe see as the biggest pain points back then?
Okay, really great question. We started the transformation 5 years or 6 years ago. When we at that time we had our own built-in systems, which were quite old, and we decided to adopt the cloud native technologies. So at the time we started with Dockerizing applications and breaking them down into microservices, adopting Camunda, for example, for orchestrating the services and processes. We focused on the automations a lot. We implemented a fully automated CI/CD pipeline for continuous integration, testing, and deployment. Just before the COVID started, we reorganized our teams from the typical traditional functional organizations into these cross-functional teams. Then another challenge was to work in this setup of cross-functional teams in the organization where we have people in different countries, in Finland, and in one team there were people from Finland, Slovakia, for example, Sweden, Malta. So that was also quite difficult. But on the other hand, it helped us a lot when COVID started. We were completely ready. Our people were working and collaborating already mostly virtually.
So you seem pretty confident that you have the right people in place. Now that you have this great team, I would be interested, what do you see as the most important competencies and technologies for achieving the success in the upcoming year and maybe the whole fintech industry?
Yeah, from competencies, I would highlight one competence, which is surprisingly not a technological or IT competence. It is, from my point of view, ability to learn new things. When I'm speaking about learning, I'm not speaking about learning a new version of the same solution framework or technology which we are using. I'm speaking about learning new concepts, new ways of working, new ways how we collaborate or how we achieve the goals. And learning is also uncomfortable. So one of the key ingredients in learning is failure and how we treat failure. Do we treat failure as something bad which we want to avoid, or do we treat failure as an opportunity to learn? So at the Multitude, we try to do the second one and treat every failure as an opportunity to learn. Now, speaking about the technology trends, I see, or I will mention three main technologies. Let's start with learning. Machine learning is obviously a trend which is also not a new from the artificial intelligence concept. And we are currently using machine learning in several areas, in chatbots, for example, in customer support, then credit scoring models, then test automation. And we see that machine learning has a great potential to be used in fintech companies more in the future. So the second important trend is cloud, which is also not a new trend, but according to the studies, still only about 40% of new digital initiatives are started in the cloud. And in a regulated company and environment like we are working in, the regulators recently changed their approach and adopted external cloud services as a technology which is embraced by the regulations as well. We are already using also two different external clouds, but host the majority, maybe 90% of our services on our on-premise infrastructure. But we had made great progress over the last 5 years, building the cloud-native architecture, and we are ready to migrate and move towards the hybrid cloud. The last important trend in successful IT future are low-code and no-code technologies, which enables composable architecture. So adopting these low-code technologies is vital for successful growth and enabling new features, new customer demands very fast. And what it means very fast, here we are speaking about the days and weeks instead of months or years. And we are speaking about significant cost reduction also for the companies.
Maybe let's journey back to your start at our company. Why did you choose Multitude? Why did you join? What attracted you back then? And maybe what was even your career career growth within the company?
Yeah, it was almost 6 years ago when I was working at the time for a leading card processing company, and for almost 10 years. And I had good friends in Ferratum Group, which was the name of the Multitude Group at that time. And they asked me to for some help and to have a couple of discussions. And then I met, after a couple of months, I met the CEO and founder of the company, Jorma Jokela, on one breakfast, where we had a great discussion. He told me his story, how he founded the company. And this is a great story. He started in 2005, so about 17 years ago. His idea was at the time that okay, there's a problem in the financial markets, and the customers get from traditional banks, for example, loans. It takes 3 days or a couple of days to provide a loan, and there was already internet in place. So he thought that why it needs to take such a long time. And his goal was to provide the financial services to customers within 15 minutes. My career in the company in Multitude started as a lead of development department. I led backend development at that time in 2017 when I joined the company. Then in 2018 I became a managing director together with Ari Tukanen of our Slovak entity. And after a couple of months and years, I took the opportunity to lead the front-end development as well, and testing and other parts of the IT. And last year, I was honored to get the chance to take this opportunity to lead the whole IT in the company.
Maybe tell us what are your best leadership practices and what kind of leadership style is the best rewarded in Multitude IT Labs?
So what we reward in Multitude is innovation and innovation thinking and growth mindset, which basically means learning new things fast and also, as I mentioned, accepting the failure as part of the journey. Our leaders are expected to be critically thinking, to challenge status quo, but also to accept being challenged, to be open-minded, very open-minded, and also to be very collaborative and supportive of other people. But on the other hand, who are also strongly results-oriented and driven.
Kornel, as much as I enjoy listening all about your business side, I think I speak for many people when I say that I'm very curious what inspires you outside of work. What is the source of your personal strength and motivation?
Probably one of the key drivers in my case is the FOMO, fear of missing out the day. So to use it as much as possible every minute, and that's probably the first thing which is driving me.
Okay, but there's need to be some balance, right? So how do you balance it?
During the evenings or outside of the work hours, I spent a lot of time with activities and sports. I still am lucky to play every week ice hockey with my team for many years. I'm deeply inspired by our teams and our colleagues. We share the successes together and celebrate together. We have different cultures, different languages, so this is very inspiring to work in such a diverse environment. And outside of our company, I'm listening to other great leaders in the world. I'm listening to various podcasts, TED Talks, Ryan Holiday, for example, Tom Bilyeu and his guests, Joe Rogan, and of course reading a lot of books, valuable books written by other great leaders.
Well, thank you very much, Kornel. It was very inspiring, I believe, not only for me, but also for people that are listening. So thank you very much again for your time.
Thank you very much, Nati, for all the great questions. And I wish that this will be beneficial to everybody who will be listening to.